It was a warm Louisiana morning when Elizabeth Stone, retired Navy SEAL, decorated combat nurse, pulled into the parking lot of Bravehearts High School. Her deep Navy uniform was perfectly pressed, the SEAL insignia on one shoulder, her nurse's badge on the other. She wasn't there for recognition. She wasn't there for honor. She was there for one reason, to see her son Pascal graduate as valedictorian. After years of missed birthdays, lonely nights and whispered calls from war zones, she had sworn nothing would keep her from this day. Inside the gymnasium, families packed the folding chairs. Blue and gold banners hung from the rafters, and the air buzzed with laughter, camera clicks, and shuffling feet. Elizabeth showed her VIP pass, was waved into the front row, and sat with calm, quiet dignity. But whispers started. Who is she? Is she a nurse? Why is she sitting here? She ignored them. She'd fought in places noisier than this. But then two private security guards walked toward her, one with a clipboard, the other in mirrored sunglasses. This section's reserved, one said. I know, she replied evenly. I belong here. They examined her pass with suspicion. You're saying you're Pascal Stone's mother? The second guard asked, disbelief in his voice. That's right. You're not on my list. You're not dressed for the event. Elizabeth's voice sharpened. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here for my son. The guards told her to move to the general seating. No, she said, louder now. I'm not moving. The tension in the room shifted. Phones were raised. The crowd fell silent. And then, it happened. From every corner of the gym, 10 men stood. They moved forward without a word. Broad-shouldered, disciplined, precise. Navy SEALs men Elizabeth had once saved. Sergeant Ortiz, who'd flatlined until she brought him back. Lieutenant Marsh, whose bleeding she'd stopped under enemy fire. Private Walker, whose burns she treated with her own hands. They stood behind her like a living wall. The guards froze. You still need me to move? Elizabeth asked calmly. No one said a word. Moments later, the principal's voice filled the PA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our valedictorian, Pascal Stone. The crowd erupted, but over the noise came another sound, the slow, thunderous clapping of 10 men. A military cadence, unified, deliberate. Pascal appeared on stage, tall and composed. But his eyes found her, found the 10 men behind her. And for a moment, the world shrank to just mother and son. When he received his diploma, he didn't raise it for the cameras. He turned, bowed low to her, a salute without words. And in that bow, the crowd saw not just a graduate, but the son of a quiet warrior. Later, under the old oak tree in the parking lot, Pascal approached her. The crowd's chaos faded to a muffled hum. He hugged her hard, the kind of hug that says, I finally see you. You didn't just show up, Mom. He whispered. You stood still when everyone wanted you to move. Her voice was soft. Strength isn't about volume. It's about knowing when to stay grounded. Around them, even strangers stood in quiet respect. The 10 SEALs stayed at a distance, watchful as sentinels. That night, in their living room, Pascal paged through an old photo album. Pictures of her in dusty tents, hands deep in combat medicine, sandstorms swallowing the background. You never showed me these, he said. You were too young to understand, she replied. He traced her face in one photo. I didn't always know what you were doing, but I knew it mattered. She closed the album gently. The world forgets medals, but people remember who stood for them. Pascal looked at her differently now. Not just as his mother, as a soldier, a protector, a leader. I didn't just graduate today, he said quietly. No, she agreed. You inherited something. Now carry it well. The next morning, Elizabeth stood on her porch, coffee in hand. The crunch of tires on gravel made her turn. A black SUV pulled up. 10 men stepped out. No uniforms, no medals, just the weight of gratitude in their eyes.